Happy Friday, real man. And a historic day it is. Oh, I'm not talking politics. I'm talking about the Real Men Wear Pink of the Valley campaign. I wanted to reach out to each and every one of you. I was going to do a wrap up. Normally we have a party and there's a lot of pomp and circumstance and great food. But that is not going to be able to be done this year due to the pandemic. So I wanted to reach out to everyone to thank them, thank all of you for a job well done. When I first started this campaign, pounding pavement for this campaign, not nearly as much as in prior years because of the pandemic, I had my reservations. Our relay events suffered greatly. And the Real Men Wear Pink of the Valley campaign is so special to me. After losing my sister to breast cancer at a very early age. So I really didn't know what to expect. So when the campaign kicked off in October, we only had 11 candidates. And normally I have 14, 16. So I had some, return candidates. Some that didn't do it last year, but did it the year before. 11 candidates raised $49,330. That's fantastic. I would have never thought that every single one of you would bring this amount of money into our organization during such a critical time. Since March, the American Cancer Society has furloughed many of our cancer warriors. We've taken concessions. We've had to reorganize. Our office in Harrisonburg is closed indefinitely. There are so many factors coming into this campaign that would have signaled maybe $20,000, $25,000. But every one of you proved me wrong. And in retrospect, when I look back, Paul Reiner, this is a stellar year for Paul Reiner. Paul is probably up to over $50,000 now since the inception of the Real Men campaign. First, we just have it in Rockingham County, and then it was Rockingham and Augusta County. This year was so different because I wasn't able to get out and about like I wanted to, and the pandemic slowed things down and really just took the fun out of our event. Our kickoff, which usually is a party, that we have, and our wrap-up party where we all meet and enjoy fellowship and talk about the campaign and thank everybody for their efforts. I was going to do, because we did a kickoff virtually on Zoom, I was going to do a kickoff, a wrap-up party, Zoom style too. But I know a lot of you are busy. You have your own agendas. Some of you don't like doing Zoom. I mean, look at me. I had a flip phone till 8 months ago. So basically, I decided that this would be the best route to talk to each and every one of you, to thank you from all of us at the American Cancer Society for a job well done. We start out with Paul Reiner. Like I said, he'll be over $50,000 since the inception of the campaign. Paul raised $15,214. Fantastic, Paul. We remain number one in the state of Virginia for Real Men Wear Pink, and you are the number one real man in the state of Virginia as well. And that's 3 years strong. 3 years strong. I mean, that's fantastic. And then a follow-up with Jeff Klein. Now, Jeff and Kat did not participate in the Real Men campaign last year, but did the year before, and I believe they doubled what they did in the prior year. They raised $9,124 and the most money raised in the month of October. But not only did they raise that kind of money through the Pink Out Bike Run and all their bling sales and reaching out to everybody they know in Rockingham County, because I know that they did. Most importantly, they did raise the most amount of money in the month of October, $9,124. And I can remember stopping down in Shandor and hanging out a pink bling sale, one of the many, and just watching Kat talk to old friends and neighbors and people that she grew up with. And Kat Breeden is our community. She does so much for so many people. And I'm so glad that she had Jeff involved again this year. And they just did a stand-up job. We are forever thankful to the both of you. Then in third place, and raising the most money that he has raised in the last several years. He's had pink hair. He's our Elvis of the campaign. And that's Bill Freeman. Bill's with Rockingham Co-op. He had his entire staff doing a roundup at all their stores. He did the pink toolbox. Congratulations, Kat Breeden, for winning that toolbox. He did so much. The pink bucket sale, which was fantastic. And last time I saw Bill during the Pink Bucket campaign, he said to me, "Nat, everybody calls me Elvis now. Nobody calls me my real name." I'm like, good. Because you are the Elvis of our campaign, Bill. Thank you, Adam Ford, for spearheading that campaign too. Adam is their marketing director for the Rockingham Co-op and a former ACS employee. So he knows how important it is in our fight against cancer. And Elvis and Adam are a powerhouse for our organization. And then, out of nowhere, I think up until the last 5 days, maybe, of the campaign, Chris Green was at like $604, if I recall. But I always know Chris has got many things going on. He was at the billiards, Crown Billiards, and Chris also reached out to other people's campaigns, had these beautiful wreaths made, and dropped stuff off to several of our candidates. It was just awesome. And then boom, he sends me all this information, takes pictures of all his checks. He's like, "Nat, look." And Danone, his friends at Danone, where he works, really stepped up as well and helped him in his campaign. He ended up coming out at $5,039, I believe. It was over $5,000. I know that for sure. Thank you, Chris. Again, a great performance from you in Real Men. Stephen Fott. Stephen is a staple as well. And Stephen, I think what I learned this year from Stephen, because I learn a lot from Stephen. Stephen's done, relay. He has spoke to our relay for life campaigns, and he is part of our community. And I can remember somebody saying to me during his free oil change day for breast cancer survivors, somebody said, "Stephen told me that love is service to others." And he lives that. And I'm thankful to you, Stephen, and also Robin. You're so wonderful for our community. You do so much for so many. Thank you. And my first doctor ever, take my pulse, Dr. Raybon, who's on the front lines of fighting breast cancer down in Augusta County, raised $2,656. And I never got the chance to see Doc Raybon. He is a really, really busy man. But the couple times that I had stopped in to see him, even the woman at the door that took my temperature to make sure, that it was good to go inside, She was like, oh, Doc Raybon, we love seeing him in his pink. Everybody's really excited about his campaign. So thanks, Doc. Your first year, an incredible amount of money raised to save lives, celebrate lives, and to fight for a world without breast cancer. Awesome. Nick Pearl from Q101. Nick, year 3. Unbelievable. Harrisonburg Radio Group has always been on our side. For Relay, for Real Men, Nick steps up every year. And this year they made these really cool t-shirts, went out and did these little stops in Rockingham and Augusta County. $1,213 from Nick. Congratulations, Nick. Fantastic job. And then there's Donnie Rustler. And I don't know if any of you know that I worked for Enterprise Rent-A-Car in Corpus Christi and then transferred up onto South Main Street in Harrisonburg. So I spent 5 years on the front lines for Enterprise, and Donnie is the first manager that stepped up and said, sure, I'll do it, and raised $1,015, 500 of that coming from Cross Keys Vineyard. So make sure you stop on out there and have a glass of wine, and if you talk to anybody, just say, thanks for your support of the Real Men Wear Pink campaign and Donnie's campaign for sure. Thanks, Donnie. And I gotta be honest with you, Chrisley Simmers, Chrisley's wife, Teresa Carpenter, has done so much for the American Cancer Society in a role in Relay, and then she stepped up for Real Men and signed her husband up. And she wasn't feeling really good about what was going on, but $470 is incredible. Thank you, Teresa, for getting Chrisley involved. Great money, great for our programs, will help out in our research. She also owns Trigger Happy Photography, and she does a fantastic job. She does all our photography work for our Relay events, and she would have done it for Real Men if we were, you know, in a normal world these days, but that didn't happen. So thank you, Teresa. Thank you, Chrisley. And then finally, Chad from over at Joe Bowman. You know, Chad pretty much got pegged by Kat Breeden and myself. And Chad was one of the first ones to get involved in the campaign. Thank you, Chad. $368 was wonderful. We know that you had some health issues this year. But thanks, Chad. Everybody did a fantastic job. So we are now at $49,330. We still have time. There still might be some things coming in, but all in all, what an exceptional campaign. I'm proud of each and every one of you. Thank you so much. So I want to take this opportunity. Usually during the kickoff, I like to sing a song. And so let me grab my guitar, because this morning when I woke up, I thought, what can I sing that kind of embraced the Real Men Wear Pink of the Valley campaign for 2020. So let me grab my guitar, and I'd just like to sing a little ditty before I sign off. Hold on. Let me grab it.